BTI always wants to make sure your station's election night goes as smoothly as possible. Secretary of State sites and county websites often make changes at the last minute, causing problems in processing results. BTI cannot guarantee the ability to get results from those sites when changes are made. So we are providing additional features to give you more control over the data being received. To access these additional features, press the Setup button. From here, navigate to the Data Sources button. Notice that you now have tabs at the top of the Data Sources screen. These are your new options to verify that you're receiving accurate election results. It will be extremely important for you to use these tools to be sure you're receiving accurate data when results begin to come in election night. You will definitely want to use these to check your election bridge results as well as those from any web scrapes before they go to air. This puts the ability in your hands to guarantee a successful election night. Select a data source and go to the Applicable Races tab. This screen should look familiar since it has been available to you in the past. Here you will see all your races listed. All races are marked active by default. If you've linked and loaded your races by this source, you'll see the match codes here. If a race is on hold, it means the results for this race are being excluded from the best results calculations, and the word hold will appear under the hold column. This is mostly a view screen. However, in the upper right of the screen, you'll see the number of races that do not have match codes for that source. Go ahead and deactivate the races. This will allow the Update Election Voting program to run most efficiently, since it will not be looking for those races that aren't covered by this source. Our next tab here is Latest Votes. Here you will see your race number, race name, candidates, and any votes that have been received from that source. If you see zeros, that means the system has not received any votes yet. If you see a potential problem for any race, you can exclude that race, which puts the race results on hold. If you see a potential problem for all races, go ahead and exclude all races. By excluding one or more races, any result for that race from that source is put on hold so it does not go to air. Results will continue to update as new files are received, but they will not go to air until the race has been taken off hold. You'll want to include all races, or individual ones, when you see reasonable data displayed. The final tab you see here is Update Log. Here you'll see the most recent files received from the data source. If you click on one of the files, you can see the update log showing what was posted to your races, the XML file that the system created, and in some cases, the actual story sent from the source in AP and ANPA format. If a story is showing 0 results for a race or for all races, that source has not yet sent any results for those races. This is the first thing you should check on election night if you haven't received results from AP. If you're using a data source that is by county, you'll have an additional tab that will show all the counties you have included in this source. Always follow these steps when results first start to come in at the start of the election. This will make sure your station is getting correct voting results. Remember, on election night, if you aren't getting results from a specific source, Your first step is to check the update log to be sure results have been received. This will also tell you what the system did with those results. If the problem is with match codes, then check applicable races to ensure you have the correct match codes, which will also show whether the race is on hold and its results are being processed.